right, we right back. All up in you.
What's going on, BBQ?
Come on now. Man, what did you think about my man Merrick and Uncle Charlie?
You know,
that
man,
story that they told?
I love it when those brothers come. I love it when those brothers come by. You know, they show us so much love here at the studio. And, you know, they show a lot of love to a lot of musicians that are coming up, man.
Yeah.
And as a musician, you really don't have, you know, it takes a lot of resources to really come up with a place like this. And much love for them opening up their doors for not only the BBQ hour, but also Vaden and the Usos in. So
Yeah, because if they didn't open their doors, it would have been in Q's garage. And if you ever seen Q's garage, it looked like a yard sale. So
yeah, please don't tell them where I live.
yeah, he lives on 33. Yeah,
Okay.
So who we got next though?
Next up, we have one of the best dressed guys I've ever seen on any radio show.
You know what? I will kind of beg to differ because I know his son.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he's gonna give him a run for his money.
I think you know his mom and his dad.
Yeah. Let's not put that out there. Okay, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our next guest right here on the BBQ Hour.
Come on now.
His name is Favai. The man's so nice, you had to name him twice.
Okay.
Founder and CEO of brandbrokerbottomline.com. Put your hands together right here on the BBQ Hour.
Yeah. Come on now.
Right.
Favai.
It's I.
So is that a typical is that a topic of interest? Do people always ask you, so what's the story behind being named twice?
Absolutely. It's been such a beneficial thing for me, mainly because there's not too many people, obviously, that have the first and last name the same.
Yeah.
Which is why I named my 12-year-old that's listening right now.
Okay.
Favai.
So we
But
gotta watch our language. Okay.
Yes.
So just a little bit of I guess you could say, Samoan history. When you came across a male figure within the actual village, okay, in which his first and last name was the same thing, that signified that he was the actual chief of the village. So I was named after my grandfather, which was the chief of my father's village, which basically tells you that I come from royal blood.
Oh.
And I hate to tell Joe that I may be next in line to
Lord.
get that title.
So
Live and direct.
So
Sorry
wait a
about
minute.
that.
So wait a minute. So why would you hate to tell Joe? Is
Yeah. Why would you hate to tell me?
Sorry about that.
Okay. So
so are you gonna let him know or what?
no, we're gonna keep that going. We're
Okay.
gonna keep. Go ahead with your questioning.
All right. So tell me about brandbrokerbottomline.com. Like what do you guys do? You're the founder and CEO of this company, correct?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. First off, inner peace and blessings, and thank you both, Joe and Joey, otherwise known as Q.
Yeah, there we go. Government name again.
Yeah, government
name
exactly.
again.
And the BBQ Hour for being able to provide a platform for young Polynesian/Samoan entrepreneurs like myself to come on and be able to share with the world my passion as far as entrepreneurism. So, long story short, again,
I
a
love
little bit
you.
about
Man,
sorry.
Sorry.
I love
She
you.
keeps running in here telling me she loves. It's crazy.
I love you.
Okay.
I
like
love
a-
you
so-
again, and I love you back.
So that's all because we're showing love to you, bro.
Great.
We're
Great.
showing
Exactly.
love to you.
I feel the love in the room. Thank you.
Nice.
So before I was interrupted by all the love, okay. Again, born and raised in Carson, the great city of Carson, family of 10. Unfortunately, lost a lot of my family and friends due to the gang lifestyle. I lost an eldest brother in the street, but it was through his example as a father and a family man that motivated me into becoming the person that I am today. And just so happens it's 20 years this year of his passing, so may his soul rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And his legacy lives through me. So actually, it was my father that was the first entrepreneur in the family. He was actually able to establish a painting company. And to this date, he's a professional painter. And it was through witnessing him and the entrepreneurship that he was able to exhibit earlier on that inspired me to say, you know what, one day I want to be my own boss. And it started off with a paper route. Yeah, a lot of my brothers and sisters had a paper route.
Okay.
So shouts out to the Daily Breeze. They didn't pay me to say that, but hey, they did pay me earlier on. Okay, I had to-
So running your own business runs in your family.
Absolutely.
Right?
It runs in the DNA. So it started off with my father. So at that point, I was like a lot of my brothers. We was able to go to the next level as far as Division One, and we played football at that level. And I was able to get a scholarship to UC Berkeley. Was
Go
able
Cal.
to play at that level. Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Graduated in 2000 with an English degree, and at that point, I decided to go on another journey. And ironically, it was through witnessing so much bloodshed that it inspired my passion for medicine. And so I went off and said, hey, you know what? I want to become a doctor.
Okay.
And do I have mentors as well as family and friends that have gone down this road? Absolutely not. But I said, you know what? This is not going to stop me. So I was able to put forth the work. I got into med school. I technically finished the first 2 years of med school, and then I returned home.
Oh.
In the midst studying for the medical boards, the USMLE Step 1, the entrepreneur bug bit, and I never looked back ever since.
Wow. That's a great story.
Yeah.
Now, and see, this is the reason why the Barbecue Hour feels it's important that we let all our young Pacific Islander brothers and sisters know that there are positive role models out there that look just like you, that look just like me. This brother, you want to look like this brother.
Yeah.
Because
this will be on video.
This will be on video. He is the George Clooney of Samoa.
Yes, sir.
and just and so
in the flesh.
Our listeners want to know. Our listeners want to know, bro. Is there someone special in your life?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, there is somebody special in his life.
Absolutely, so. and I do want to give a shout out to them, especially again my girl Rena and my son Sunk, because I'll talk about as far as my advice as far as entrepreneurism.
Yeah.
I always, as far as my clients, make sure that they understand that, what is home life like. And what type of support system do you actually have? Because it's definitely a journey and not a destination. So you have to make sure that you have that support system to make sure that, again, they're on that road with you and they support you, because there's ups and downs with the entrepreneur journey.
Now, what we do here is we like to we want to give a big shout outs to our production assistant Jackie. Give her a big round of applause.
Okay,
All right, Jackie.
Come on, Jackie.
So Jackie does her homework. And so she tries to get fun facts about our guests for the week. And the fun facts that she was able to commandeer this week.
Research.
Wow, commandeer, nice.
You like that? Okay, so
Berkeley word.
So I found out through Jackie's research that you are a vegan.
Wow.
Is that right? Are you a Samoan vegan?
Wow.
Okay.
Is that an
Let me-
oxymoron?
What
let
is
me-
that?
Let me go ahead and set the record straight. Okay. I am a striving to be one day vegan. Okay. Yes, that is a great fun fact, and I really want to get the word out, especially because of health and fitness being a passion of mine. And as we all know, our Samoan as well as Polynesian people are naturally big, and a lot of our family and friends have passed away due to chronic illnesses. And so I decided, like Gandhi had stated, be the change you want to see in the world. Therefore, if I wanted my Samoan people to eat healthier, I obviously had to do it. And I actually did it in a dramatic fashion.
Okay.
So I'm keeping it real. I actually really like a specific vegan spot. I got to give a shout out to Veggie Grill. They're not paying me, but one day they will. Okay.
We don't do any plugs out here, and we just did one.
Sorry about that. And it's again, I really promote healthy living, and as well as making sure you're working out and physically and spiritually in shape. So
right on. So I want to kind of go back to the reason why we brought you here. Obviously,
Let's go.
Your story is wonderful. This is definitely one of his integrity is high. He's got great character. He's a guy that I like to surround myself
Great suit.
with. And a great suit. He's got a great tailor.
Exactly.
But the name of your company is brandbrokerbottomline.com. Let's talk about this. What does your company do?
Brandbrokerbottomline.com is actually your premier branding and business life coaching firm. And the reason and the meaning behind the name is we live in a visual society. We live in an image-driven society, so brands are huge. And so I knew that when I studied as far as how important brands are within business, I knew that I could find my niche based on my communication skills and negotiation skills and being able to basically broker between two brands. Bottom line is an actual double entendre, meaning that we can either increase your revenue or bottom line. We're really good at what we do as far as brokering between two brands.
Q did not know what that meant.
It just went right over my head. I'm trying to Wikipedia that word right now.
Sorry about that. Again, we're going to school today.
So who are some of your mentors or influences in business?
Yeah, so I actually have several of them. Some of them I hope to meet one day. One of them is Carlos Slim Halu, which
Oh.
if you don't know exactly who that
Who is
is,
that?
he's actually the most wealthiest person in the world.
Wow.
Is that the guy from Mexico?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I told the young ones that I'll talk about pure mentality later, that again, he's of Spanish descent, he's Mexican, and that not only inspired me, but it inspired them that, hey, one day you can be the most wealthiest person in the world. And I believe he surpassed Bill Gates by, I believe, 20 billion. So whatever he's doing down there, he's really
I'm
doing
rich.
something right.
What they say?
I'm rich.
I'm better.
That's
Very
in his
rich.
accent too. That is actually him. They actually did an app for him. Can you play that one more time?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, so one of my questions that I was thinking about was like, since you own your own business, what's one of the main sort of lessons that's taught you to be your own sort of like entrepreneur, own business
Well, the
owner?